your life. You're to live connected to God. Now, the path that Paul lays out, I want you to hear this. There's 3 parts. Consider yourself dead to sin. This is where the path to life starts. Consider yourself. This is like... Now, Paul is writing this letter to a group of Christians, so the path actually starts with the reception or the receiving of Christ as Savior. But once that's done, Paul lays out the path for the believer. For the believer, by knowledge of the Word and through the grace of Jesus Christ, you are to consider yourself dead to sin. Amen. Step 1. Step 2 is don't let sin reign. Amen. Don't let it. Everyone say, don't let it. Don't let it. See, he wouldn't say that to an unbeliever, because you remember when we read in Romans 7 last week, Paul was expressing what it is, a life without Christ. You can desire to do good, but there ain't no good in you. And so the struggle is very real for the unbeliever, because even if they want to be good, they can't be good because there ain't no good in them. They can't say no to sin because they are sinners. Now, a sinner is not a sinner because they sin. This is where the church has messed it up. I want to say that again. A sinner is not a sinner because they sin. A sinner is a sinner because they a sinner. And they sin because that's who they are. It's not what they do that makes them who they are. They behave out of their nature. When a wolf eats your puppy dog, it's what wolves do. Sinners sin. God's answer is not more commandments. See, I'm chasing rabbits already, and it's your fault. Commandments couldn't make a man holy. All they did was reveal how unholy he was. Because God said, here's the standard. There's 10 of them. They added, what, about 600? But he just gave 10. He said, now try to measure up to this. And they couldn't. And when they couldn't, that was not for the purpose of condemning them. It was to awaken them to realize no matter how religious you are, you can't do this. You can never be good enough. So I'm going to send one who will die in your place. And through his grace, he will make you good enough. So the whole purpose of the law was to make us realize we need a Savior. Yes,